Grow a Garden is about to drop a secret update, and no, I'm not joking. They are literally about to make an update in the middle of the week. Although we are still 4 days away from the last update, there has been some changes that Grow a Garden has needed for a while now. If you look at the top games on Roblox, Grow a Garden went from first all the way down to third, whereas Steal a Brainrot has almost doubled the amount of players, and 99 Forest has almost tripled the amount. Obviously, a lot of people are going back to school. There's many reasons for this that I definitely want to discuss in this video, but the developers are making some changes in the middle of the week to combat this problem. The update that got introduced that led to the biggest drop-off of players was this Garden Ascension feature, where you could come talk to this Orson dude or whatever his name is and say that you want to ascend, and then he'll basically show you this offering giving you 10 garden coins, but you lose all your shekels. On top of that, he requests you for a certain type of Ember Lily or whatever it may be. For me, I got an Ember Lily that requires me to get Aurora, sun-dried, and drenched. I don't know if you know, but that sounds like a pretty hard thing because drenched can actually be lost on an Ember Lily if you don't get the other things in time and collect it. An Aurora takes hours to get for an Aurora Borealis to happen. But for example, if I go in my garden, I believe I have one of these and I want to show you guys right here. As you can see, this Ember Lily right here, it actually has golden, Aurora, glimmering, windstruck, brainrot, and frozen. Our problem right there is frozen. I cannot literally do anything about it because it's already frozen. I mean, I could have a wet mutation spray, but this isn't gonna do anything because it already got drenched and then it froze. But yeah, here it is. As you can see, it is frozen. Let's go ahead, click it, and I just made it wet. Does that work? And yeah, no, it definitely cannot save it. It's still frozen, bro. If I go ahead, grab this guy as well and head over to the thing, you'll see it's not going to work because it quite literally does not have that mutation. The problem with this is the developers thought that they were adding this in to fix the economy, which I think it did a very good job because a lot of people did rebirth, and that obviously took a lot of shekels out of the game. But let's say I want to ascend and I cannot because I don't meet the requirements, which include drenched. Like, I cannot get Aurora and drenched. It takes way too long to get those two things, and there's many more problems with it. But the developers are probably releasing an update by the time you're watching this video. I'm not even joking. This is going to get changed forever, and I think it's going to fix the problems. Technically, the game has already actually lost all of the billions and trillions and quadrillions and sextillions of shekels that were inside of the economy, and now it is probably a lot more balanced. So now Jandel has considered saying this. He actually went ahead 2 days ago. He said, I'm going to be making some changes to the Ascension shop this week and a new event style, which I'll go more in depth on. But he did say he's been at RDC and Roblox meeting with them. And then he showed this. As you can see, are you sure you want to ascend? Now, there's some differences here. So one, they changed it from 10 garden coins to 5, which is okay. But at the same time, you can see that you now only lose 1 trillion shekels. Yes, it went from all your shekels to 1 trillion. 1 trillion for someone like me is not a lot. I have 191 trillion, and that is far less than the quadrillions and quintillions I had before they released this update. And now you're going to be able to rebirth and only lose 1 trillion, meaning you're not really losing much progress, but actually making progress, because inside of the most recent update, if you have actually taken a look at what this guy is selling, he has some new stuff, including a Greek fence and an ascended fence. Oh, and as well as a laser fence. These are pretty cool things, and a lot of people have been trying to get the safe slot upgrade, but like I said, if you have bad luck and you got hard mutations, it's very difficult to do so. This isn't also the only thing he's fixing. He's actually making the mutations so much easier to get, because you'll only need around like 1, maybe 2 at the very most. Right now, I need 3, and one of them is Aurora and Drenched, which to get both of those as a combination, like I said, it is extremely difficult to do, and I feel so bad for anyone that actually was able to do this. But Jandel did have more to say about this because, you know, a lot of people wasted their shekels and they feel like they just got robbed out of it, which technically makes sense. But he did say people who ascended with the old system will get a good reward this weekend. I don't know how that was so hard to say. And he said they are getting this because it was much harder. depending on this reward, I genuinely think is going to be an exclusive pet. No joke. I really think if you did ascend with the old system, you're probably getting a type of pet that is going to be significantly better. If not that, you'll probably be getting a lot of garden coins for free. So technically, yes, I do have some suggestions for you guys and things that you should do before this update comes out if it hasn't already came out yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw those at the end of the video because we have some more important topics to talk about. With this brand new Ascension update, you guys are gonna want to do some things because it's no longer gonna be plants that are, you know, prismatic, transcendent, and that stuff. No, you don't need it anymore. Something now you're gonna have to focus on is heading over to the seed shop and actually buying literally everything inside of here, because now it can require things of lower tiers. For example, even a pepper. And I would assume that they are probably stopping this at a divine maybe. But in one of the pictures that Jandel posted, it does show that the coconut was even an option. And if I look, coconut is a mythic. So, I mean, there is a very good chance any type of, you know, fruit can be used as this. They will still have the 24-hour limit. In case you don't know, you can only actually ascend once every 24 hours, which I think is a balance to the problem. It's definitely going to make it much easier, but that also means you're going to have much more access to getting things such as the increased pet inventory size. Not because of the ones that are inside the shop, but because the Garden Ascension actually offers that as possible upgrades for you to buy. As you can see, you got egg capacity upgrades, so you can literally hatch up to 5 more eggs, or you can even get up to like 50 more pet inventory capacity. So that is very good, and I really think this update is going to change the game for so much better. But I do have to say, even with all of these changes, Grow Garden has no chance to compete against the new top tier games unless they make some other changes. As I mentioned earlier, Jandel wants to completely introduce a new event style. Currently in the game, all the events we've gotten were kind of the same thing. Most of the time, bro, for many of them, you literally have to just get a certain type of mutation on a certain type of fruit. And then you literally give it to this, it finishes one of the tasks, and you get to choose a reward, or it basically picks one for you. I genuinely thought this newest update was really cool because it actually introduced the fairy ring that literally just faded away. Great. But it introduced that entire new area. It is literally a new world inside of Grow Garden. That is something we've never had before as a completely different section of the main base plate. And I thought it was really cool. You know, it didn't have too many unique things in there, but the stuff that it did have were pretty nice. And I think they definitely did a well job on this brand new update. And on top of that, I mean, they even added more things to stuff we already have in the game, such as birthdays for the characters. Like Elias is in 50 days or 59 days, so she's definitely going to be giving out a birthday present, which I'll definitely have a video on as soon as I can get it. But on top of that, you got pet eggs upgrades, which if you click show me the pet info, or well, nope, not that one. You want to click egg shop. Look at that. You can feed the NPC to unlock. And this actually gives you a whole new tier inside of the shop, which maybe I can actually get. Wait, do I have another food? I don't. Okay, well, I can go ahead quickly make it transcendent because that is the best thing you can feed to the guy. So let's go ahead and get some sugar apples because in case you don't know, sugar apples are literally the best thing you can get. And there we go. We got 4 of them and that's all we need. You just go ahead, quickly throw them inside of your machine, and it actually only takes 6 minutes and 55 seconds, but I'm gonna skip it so you don't have to wait. So here we go, 39 Robux down the drain. Please use StarCode num and subscribe. That's literally all I ask. But as you can see, it is of transcendent rarity with tons of mutations, and all we do is literally take this back to this person and get that friendship level to 2, which I believe... Oh, he gave me the pet incubator for being friends. What? Okay, well, that is a very good thing to know because in case you don't know, the incubator can actually be used for some stuff. And this actually speeds up your pet eggs, I believe, right? Or no, it speeds up your pet itself. Okay, that is actually really cool. So what you can literally do is, I don't know, let's just get a dragonfly, right? Yeah, here, let's do this one. You can throw it inside the machine. As long as this machine has energy, this guy will level up. I probably want to go ahead and place down this level 50 already though because it has glimmering, which wait, actually glimmering is low-key useless. You know what, I'm gonna throw this tiny dragonfly in there. It needs to get XP, and literally all you do is bring some random fruits with some mutations and feed it to this machine because then it gets fuel. But I'm gonna gamble inside this video for you guys. So let's go ahead and mutate this thing. I hope it gives us something good. And this is something I highly recommend you guys do before this update, because there is a good chance that you're going to need these pets for certain mutations. And gold isn't actually a requirement, but you know, it's good to have. And bro, are we serious? We got inverted. I mean, at least it looks really, really cool, right? No. But yes, literally just grab a like transcendent rarity fruit. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and just get one of my bone blossoms with 1 billion mutations. Okay, this one doesn't have any, but it's transcendent. Okay, that's all that matters. Boom, 20% fuel, and your pet will literally just level up in this even when you're not in the game. But yeah, like I said, this update has been packed with a lot of content. I mean, now you even have the feed NPC to unlock, which I can't actually get. I think you have to be level 3 for this. But with these changes, I think ascending inside this game is just going to be a lot more enjoyable. You're going to actually have people who are trying to get to ascensions that, you know, they probably never have. And you're going to maybe even have a leaderboard for people completing or competing for ascensions. I don't know. The game is obviously meant to be a chill game. And at the moment, the way they had ascensions, it feels like a literal scam. I'm not even going to lie. I regret ascending so far. With the next update, though, we can definitely expect a brand new type of event, because they did say that next week they want to add a new event style, which means probably a new event. One of the most popular event ideas ever has been Eureka Closed DMs Aquatic Update ideas, and basically event overview. In the aquatic realm, fruits shaped like rods have begun to grow. Harvesting these gives 1 to 5 shards that can be used to craft fishing tools. Visit the fishing shack in the center of the map, a new area with docks and shallow ponds. Talk to the old fisherman to combine shards into tools, which sounds really cool because you can use those tools for different types of stuff. I don't know, maybe we can get a new watering can with that. But then, you know, trade caught creatures for more tools, so that, you know, you can get even better ones. And you can buy even special seeds that restock every 30 minutes. It's actually been a very long time since we got an event that is so similar to the egg hunt that the game had, you know, or like the Easter event, I should say. And that introduced us with the Bone Blossom, which I thought was very cool. And that was actually the first update I played, yet I didn't even get a Bone Blossom. I am a little bit upset about it, but I think a rerun of the event would be really cool, because they've actually gone ahead and, you know, had the most success with that type of plant. And I really think it's now time to start getting you know, better plants every update. I can see that they obviously don't want to do that, and Jandel has mentioned in the past that he will not be introducing the best plants in the game every single update. But at the same time, there's really no progression with the game if that's not happening. Games like Steal a Brain Rot have been doing that with all the things they add, and that's why they also have more players. It's definitely not the only reason, but it's one of the factors. And in the end, the game is meant to just be a chill game. So regardless if it's better or not, which I do think it should be better because it gives more people a reason to play. But in the end, it is just supposed to be a relaxing type of game. The most recent plants inside the game have actually been really cool, including the Wiswing, which I actually have yet to place down. But this is literally animated, so it's sick. But they had the perfect opportunity to make it the best plant, bro. Like, hello, how has that not happened yet? And also, another thing I've been telling the developers for a while, and I think so many people would enjoy it, is that if they brought back midweek admin abuse. If you're a new Grow Garden player, you might not know, but in the past, they used to actually have admin abuses happen like almost every single night. Some random thing would happen inside the game where Jandel would just love to use his commands. And I thought it was very cool, because for those people who just wanted to get admin abuse rewards, and it didn't even have to be like different types of seed, it literally just had to be the fact that, you know, there's admin abuse going on and there's developer to player interaction. A lot of people enjoyed that type of stuff, and I feel like we just have not been receiving that connection as well as other games. Like Steal a Brain Rot has a Taco Tuesday. I don't know, Jandel could have like a Thirsty Thursday for, you know, watering cans. I don't know, bro. There's a lot of ideas out there for sure, and it doesn't have to be a specific thing, but I think it'd just be so cool if we had admin abuses happen midweek again. They don't have to introduce anything new, and they don't have to restock stuff. They literally just have to give mutations. That itself feels amazing. A lot of people have also been asking for more features, such as, you know, how we had pet mutations. Maybe we could have some fruit mutation type of thing. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities, but yeah, the developers just need to add them, man. There's so many suggestions that I could go over. But if you're watching this video, by now the update could have possibly released. I know it has not released just yet at the time I'm recording, but I guarantee you, bro, it is going to come out today. If people are asking for it, Jandel is gonna do it because he listens to the community really well. But if you enjoyed this video, hurry up and click this one on the screen right here, because it's a way better video and we went ahead and handpicked it for you. So click it fast because this video is about to end. Until then, bye.